Have you ever looked at an avocado and wondered, is this really one of the healthiest foods I can eat after 60? Or is it just another nutrition trend? For years, avocados have been called a superfood. Some people eat one every single day. Others avoid them because they're high in fat. So who's right? Could eating avocados actually help your heart, support healthy aging, and keep you feeling full longer? Or could eating too much do more harm than good? The answer is more interesting than most people realize. Because when researchers started looking closely at avocados, they didn't just find healthy fats. They found a unique combination of fiber, vitamins, minerals, and plant compounds that may support several aspects of healthy aging. But they also found that more isn't always better. For some older adults, portion size matters. Certain medical conditions may require extra caution. And despite what social media often claims, avocados are not a miracle cure. Today, we're separating fact from fiction. We'll look at what the latest nutrition research actually says. You'll learn how avocados affect your heart, cholesterol, blood sugar, digestion, weight, brain health, and even your muscles as you get older. We'll also talk about who should limit avocados, how much is considered a healthy serving, and the easiest ways to add them to your meals without overdoing the calories. By the end of this video, you'll know whether eating avocados every day is a smart habit for someone over 60, or whether it's better to enjoy them only once in a while. Before we begin, remember that this video is for educational purposes only. If you have kidney disease, severe digestive problems, food allergies, or take medications that require a special diet, always talk with your healthcare provider before making major changes to what you eat. Now let's start with what makes avocados so different from almost every other fruit. Most fruits are naturally high in carbohydrates and relatively low in fat. Avocados are almost the opposite. Nearly 3/4 of the calories in an avocado come from fat. That sounds alarming at first, until you look at the type of fat. Most of it is monounsaturated fat, the same heart-friendly fat found in olive oil. This type of fat has been studied for decades and is associated with better heart health when it replaces foods high in saturated fat, such as butter, processed meats, and many packaged snacks. That's one reason nutrition experts often include avocados in eating patterns that support healthy aging. But healthy fat isn't the whole story. Avocados also provide dietary fiber, which becomes increasingly important after age 60. Many older adults don't get enough fiber each day. That can contribute to constipation, unstable blood sugar, and higher cholesterol levels. One medium avocado contains a surprisingly generous amount of fiber, making it one of the richest natural fruit sources available. It also supplies potassium, a mineral that helps muscles and nerves work properly and plays an important role in maintaining healthy blood pressure. In fact, many people get far less potassium than experts recommend. Avocados also contain folate, vitamin K, vitamin E, several B vitamins, and antioxidants such as lutein and zeaxanthin. These plant compounds are especially interesting because they accumulate in the eyes and may help protect vision as we age. That's quite an impressive nutrition package for a fruit. But here's where many people become confused. If avocados are so healthy, why do some doctors still tell patients to be careful? The answer has less to do with the avocado itself, and more to do with how much people eat, what they eat it with, and their overall health. In the next section, we'll look at what research really says about avocados and heart health, including whether eating them every day can actually improve cholesterol, or if that's simply another nutrition myth. Let's begin with a health concern that worries many adults over 60 more than almost anything else. Heart disease. As we get older, our blood vessels naturally become less flexible. Years of high blood pressure, elevated cholesterol, smoking, diabetes, or simply aging itself can increase the risk of heart attacks and strokes. That's why so many people ask, can eating an avocado every day actually protect my heart? The honest answer is, it can certainly be part of a heart-healthy lifestyle, but it's not magic. One of the biggest reasons avocados have earned such a strong reputation is because of the type of fat they contain. Unlike foods rich in saturated fat, avocados are naturally high in monounsaturated fat. When this healthier fat replaces foods like butter, bacon, sausage, full-fat cheese, or processed snacks, many studies have shown improvements in cholesterol levels. In particular, replacing saturated fats with unsaturated fats may help lower LDL cholesterol. LDL is often called the bad cholesterol because high levels can contribute to plaque building up inside the arteries over many years. Healthier arteries mean blood can flow more easily to the heart and brain. That's one reason cardiologists often recommend dietary patterns like the Mediterranean diet, which includes foods such as olive oil, nuts, seeds, fish, and, yes, avocados. But cholesterol isn't the only reason. Remember that fiber we talked about earlier? It also plays an important role. Soluble fiber can bind to cholesterol inside the digestive system, helping the body remove some of it naturally. That means the healthy fats and fiber in avocados work together rather than separately. Another important nutrient is potassium. Many Americans consume too much sodium, but not enough potassium. This imbalance can make blood pressure harder to control. Potassium helps the body maintain normal muscle and nerve function and supports healthy blood pressure when it's part of an overall balanced diet. Of course, eating one avocado won't suddenly lower your blood pressure overnight. If only it were that simple. Your overall eating pattern matters far more than any single food. In fact, someone who eats avocados every day but also consumes lots of sugary drinks, processed meats, fried foods, and very little exercise isn't likely to see much benefit. Healthy foods work best when they're part of healthy habits. Now here's another question many seniors ask. If avocados are high in fat, won't they make me gain weight? That's a fair concern. After all, one medium avocado contains a significant number of calories compared with many other fruits. But here's the interesting part. Because avocados contain healthy fat and plenty of fiber, they tend to be very filling. Many people feel satisfied longer after eating them. That feeling of fullness may reduce unnecessary snacking between meals. For some people, replacing less nutritious foods with a moderate serving of avocado can actually make it easier to maintain a healthy weight. The key word is replace, not add. If you simply add a whole avocado every day on top of your usual meals without changing anything else, those extra calories can add up over time. That's why nutrition experts often suggest using avocado instead of mayonnaise on a sandwich, instead of butter on toast, or as a replacement for creamy, high saturated fat spreads and dips. It's about making smarter swaps rather than eating more food overall. And that's an important difference many people miss. So, when eaten in reasonable portions as part of a balanced diet, avocados can support heart health, healthy cholesterol levels, and lasting fullness. But your heart isn't the only organ that changes with age. In the next section, we'll look at something many people over 60 struggle with every day: blood sugar, digestion, and whether avocados can really help keep both under better control. Now let's talk about something that affects millions of adults over 60. Blood sugar. Whether you've been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, prediabetes, or you're simply trying to avoid blood sugar spikes, choosing the right foods becomes more important with age. So where do avocados fit in? Unlike many fruits, avocados are naturally very low in sugar. They also contain plenty of fiber and healthy fats, which slow down digestion. That means they don't usually cause the rapid rise in blood sugar that can happen after eating foods made with refined flour or added sugar. In fact, adding avocado to a balanced meal may help you feel satisfied for longer, making it easier to avoid reaching for cookies, chips, or other processed snacks later in the day. But it's important to keep one thing in mind. Avocados don't treat diabetes. They aren't a substitute for medication, regular exercise, or a healthy eating plan. They're simply one nutritious food that can fit well into an overall diabetes-friendly lifestyle. Now let's move to another common concern after 60. Digestion. Many older adults notice that their digestive system doesn't work quite the way it used to. Constipation becomes more common. Regular bowel movements may become less predictable. One reason is that many people simply don't eat enough fiber. Avocados can help. A single avocado provides a generous amount of both soluble and insoluble fiber. These two types of fiber work together. Soluble fiber helps support healthy cholesterol and feeds beneficial gut bacteria. Insoluble fiber adds bulk to the stool, helping food move more comfortably through the digestive tract. Of course, fiber works best when you also drink enough water. Adding lots of fiber without enough fluids can actually make constipation worse. So if you're increasing your avocado intake, remember to stay hydrated throughout the day. Now let's talk about something many viewers worry about. Memory. It's natural to become a little more forgetful with age. While no food can prevent dementia or guarantee a sharp memory forever, researchers know that overall diet plays an important role in keeping the brain healthy. Avocados contain healthy monounsaturated fats that support good blood flow throughout the body, including the brain. They also provide vitamin E and natural antioxidants that help protect cells from oxidative stress. Another interesting benefit comes from two plant compounds called lutein and zeaxanthin. Most people think of these nutrients only for eye health, but researchers have also been studying their possible role in supporting healthy brain function as we age. The evidence is still developing, but it's another reason avocados are often included in healthy aging diets. And don't forget your eyes. Age-related vision changes become more common after 60. Lutein and zeaxanthin naturally accumulate in the retina, where they help filter harmful blue light and protect eye tissues from damage. While avocados alone won't prevent eye diseases, they can contribute valuable nutrients that support long-term eye health as part of a balanced diet. There's one more benefit that's often overlooked. As we age, maintaining muscle becomes increasingly important. Strong muscles help us stay independent, reduce the risk of falls, and make everyday activities easier. Although avocados aren't a high-protein food, they provide nutrients that pair well with protein-rich foods like eggs, Greek yogurt, beans, fish, or grilled chicken. For example, sliced avocado on whole grain toast with eggs creates a meal that combines healthy fats, fiber, and protein, three nutrients that can help keep you feeling satisfied while supporting healthy aging. So far, avocados sound like an excellent choice, but that doesn't mean everyone should eat them every day. In the next section, we'll discuss who should be careful with avocados, the ideal portion size after 60, and how to enjoy them without accidentally consuming more calories than your body needs. By now, you might be thinking, should I start eating a whole avocado every single day? Not necessarily. Like many healthy foods, avocados offer the most benefits when eaten in the right amount. More isn't always better. One medium avocado contains roughly 240 to 300 calories, depending on its size. Those calories come mostly from healthy fats, but they still count. If you're trying to lose weight or maintain your current weight, eating a whole avocado in one sitting, especially in addition to your usual meals, may provide more calories than you realize. That's why many registered dietitians recommend starting with about 1/3 to 1/2 of a medium avocado as a serving. That amount is often enough to add creaminess, healthy fats, and fiber to a meal without going overboard. Another common mistake is what people eat with the avocado. An avocado spread on whole grain toast with eggs or added to a salad full of colorful vegetables is very different from avocado served with large portions of bacon, processed meats, fries, or oversized restaurant meals. The avocado isn't the problem. It's the overall meal that matters. Now let's talk about kidney disease. Avocados are naturally rich in potassium. For most healthy adults, that's a good thing. Potassium helps support normal muscle function, nerve function, and healthy blood pressure. However, if you have advanced kidney disease or your doctor has told you to follow a low potassium diet, too much potassium can build up in the blood and become dangerous. If that applies to you, don't make changes to your diet without speaking with your healthcare provider or a registered dietitian. Another point worth mentioning is food allergies. Although uncommon, some people are allergic to avocados. Others who have a latex allergy may also react to avocados because of something called latex fruit syndrome. If you've ever noticed itching in your mouth, swelling, hives, or trouble breathing after eating avocado, seek medical attention and avoid eating it until you've been evaluated by a healthcare professional. Some people also wonder whether avocados interfere with medications. Unlike foods that are especially high in vitamin K, avocados are not generally considered a major concern for people taking blood thinners like warfarin. Even so, if you're prescribed warfarin, the most important advice is to keep your intake of vitamin K-containing foods consistent rather than making sudden, dramatic changes to your diet. If you're unsure, ask your healthcare provider before increasing or decreasing foods you eat regularly. There's another practical issue: ripeness. A perfectly ripe avocado should feel slightly soft when you gently press it. If it's rock hard, it isn't ready yet. If it's overly soft with dark, sunken spots, it may be overripe. Once cut, avocado flesh turns brown when exposed to air. The good news is that this doesn't usually mean it's unsafe to eat. A squeeze of lemon or lime juice and storing it in an airtight container can help slow that browning. So, should older adults avoid avocados because they're high in fat? For most people, the answer is no. The real goal isn't to avoid healthy fats. It's to replace less healthy foods with better ones while keeping portions reasonable. That's where avocados truly shine. In the final part, we'll bring everything together with the biggest takeaways, the best ways to include avocados in your diet after 60, and answer the question that started this video. Should you eat avocados every day, or is it better to enjoy them only occasionally? So, after everything we've discussed, what's the final answer? Should adults over 60 eat avocados every day, or should they avoid them? For most healthy older adults, avocados can absolutely be part of a nutritious diet. They're packed with heart-friendly monounsaturated fats, fiber, potassium, vitamins, and antioxidants that support healthy aging. Research suggests that replacing foods high in saturated fat with healthier unsaturated fats may improve heart health over time. That's an important distinction. The benefits don't come from simply adding avocado to an unhealthy diet. They come from using it to replace less nutritious foods. Think of avocado as a smart swap. Spread it on whole grain toast instead of butter. Add slices to a salad instead of heavy, creamy dressing. Mix it into a sandwich instead of mayonnaise. Or enjoy it alongside grilled salmon, chicken, beans, or eggs for a balanced meal. These simple changes can make a real difference over the years. As for eating one every single day, there's no rule saying you have to. Some people enjoy avocado several times a week. Others include a small serving almost every day. Both approaches can fit into a healthy eating pattern. The most important thing is variety. No single fruit, vegetable, or superfood can provide everything your body needs. Healthy aging comes from consistently eating a wide range of nutritious foods. That means plenty of vegetables, fruits, whole grains, beans, nuts, seeds, lean proteins, and healthy fats. Avocado is one piece of that puzzle, not the entire picture. If you're trying to manage your weight, remember that portion size still matters. A serving of about 1/3 to 1/2 of a medium avocado is enough for most meals. That gives you the nutritional benefits without adding unnecessary calories. If you have advanced kidney disease or have been told to limit potassium, be sure to ask your doctor or registered dietitian whether avocado is appropriate for you. And if you've never eaten avocado before, start simple. Mash a little onto whole grain toast, slice some into a salad, or add a few pieces to an omelet. You don't need complicated recipes to enjoy its benefits. Small, consistent habits are usually much more powerful than dramatic diet changes. Remember, good health after 60 isn't built in a single day. It's built meal by meal, choice by choice. And while avocados won't guarantee perfect health, they can be a smart addition to a balanced lifestyle that supports your heart, digestion, blood sugar, and overall well-being. Now we'd love to hear from you. Do you eat avocados regularly, or are you thinking about adding them to your diet after watching this video? Share your experience in the comments below. Your story may help someone else in our community. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more evidence-based nutrition and healthy aging tips designed especially for adults over 60. Thank you for watching, stay healthy, and we'll see you in the next video.